Call this meeting to order. This is the Village Board meeting, Tuesday, December 11th. If we'll all stand, we'll have Trustee Kay Janis lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
When you're ready, Madam Clerk, please call the roll. Okay.
Trustee Costa. Trustee DeVivo.
Present.
Trustee Kay Janis.
Present.
Trustee Nemec.
Present.
Trustee Sabo. Trustee Yukich.
Present.
Mayor Daley.
Present. Okay, we do have a quorum. Are there any amendments to the agenda? All right. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of October 9th, 2012 meeting?
So moved.
First by Trustee DeVivo.
Second.
Second by Trustee Yukich. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. Is there a motion to approve the accounts payable for the period of November 29th to December 12th, 2012?
So moved.
First by Trustee DeVivo.
Second.
Second by Trustee Nemec. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee DeVivo.
Aye.
Trustee Kay Janis. Trustee Nemec.
Aye.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Okay, we would be on G, which is the public hearing. The regular meeting will be in recess for the purposes of conducting a public hearing. Is there a motion to open the public hearing on an ordinance authorizing the execution of an annexation agreement for approximately 52 acres of property located on the north side of 159th Street, approximately one quarter to 1/2 mile east of Cedar Road, Homer, Glen, Illinois?
So moved.
First by Trustee DeVivo,
Second.
second by Trustee Kay Janis. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The public hearing on an ordinance authorizing the execution of an annexation agreement for approximately 52 acres of property located on the north side of 159th Street, approximately one quarter to 1/2 mile east of Cedar Road, Homer, Glen, Illinois, is open for comments. Is there anyone that wishes to comment on the annexation agreement? I'll give you one more shot. Is there anybody that'd like to comment on the annexation agreement? Okay. There is no public comment, so I'm asking for a motion to adjourn the public hearing.
So moved.
First by Trustee DeVivo,
Second.
second by Trustee Yukich. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. The meeting will be called back to order. The next agenda items is reports and communications from the mayor and trustees. I'll start out. I'm happy to report that at its meeting yesterday, the board of the Northern Will County Water Agency instructed the agency's attorney to file a lawsuit against American Lake Water for the eventual acquisition of what is commonly referred to as the Bedford Park Water Transmission Line. The board was unanimous in supporting this action. This is a mighty step forward in both the agency and in Homer Glen's efforts to stabilize out-of-control water rates charged by Illinois American Water. I congratulate my fellow NWCWA board members and my fellow Homer Glen board members on taking this important step. Next item, snow parking and plowing. I know it's been a mild winter so far, but just in case we get some snow over the holidays, I want to remind everybody to remove their vehicles from the streets when there is over 2 inches of snow on the ground. If you know that a snowstorm is coming, please move your vehicles in advance so that the Homer Township Highway Department can get out there and do their jobs of salting and clearing our roads. Anyone that parks on the roads should remove their vehicles immediately following the snowfall of 2 inches, or move, otherwise the vehicle may be towed or ticketed could be the issue. For more information, please visit the Village of Homer Glen's website at www.homerglen.org. Under Homer Glen's Emergency Management Agency, a representative from the Center of the Open Government at the ITT Chicago-Kent College of Law attended Homer Glen's EMA meeting on November 2nd to check for compliance with the Open Meetings Act. The representative reported full compliance with the act and noted that the meeting location was easily accessible, meeting materials were readily available, and the meeting itself was conducted in full accordance with Illinois law. The executive director of the Center for Open Government commended Homer Glen for its dedication to being a model public body of openness in Illinois. Congratulations to EMA Coordinator John Robinson for helping the village to ensure transparency in government practices. Under achievements, congratulations to the Homer Stallions Widget football team for finishing their season with a 27-0 championship victory over the Orland Pioneers at the New Lenox Widget Bowl. Under senior luncheon, today my wife Denise and I, along with the village manager, had the privilege of being guests at the Township Senior Group's holiday party. A fun time was had by all, and I want to offer my thanks to the group for their kind invitation. Under Village Hall closed for the holidays. As a reminder, the Village Hall will be closed on December 24th and 25th in observance of the holiday. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you all enjoy a safe and happy holiday season with your friends and family. And that concludes the mayor's report. How about we start down with Trustee DeVivo tonight?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to, first of all, thank my great Parks and Rec Committee for another year of accomplishments. Dale Jansen, Don Mitchell, Ed Cryer, Kevin Hoffmeister, Bernie Kuharski, Vince Colbelli, and Ron Janitis. And of course, staff members, Aaron Bernard, Scott Chance, Mike Salamowitz, and Village Manager Cam Davis for all the help that you've given us throughout the year. I would just want to give a quick overview of 2012, what we've done. We've created the Parks Rules and Regulations Ordinance. We purchased additional land for the Erin Hills Park, and construction should begin in early spring of 2013. We applied for a grant to help fund the construction of a park in Goodings Grove subdivision. We made the first cut and hope to hear in January if the village has been awarded the grant. On the trail system, we completed the Hiawatha connection of the Heroes Trail system. Our next leg of the trail system is Heroes Trail South from about Martingale to 159th. This is 1.7 miles. We continue to work with IDOT and ComEd on the final design and approvals. Construction is slated to begin in 2014. Safety, of course, has been a big concern on the trail system, and we moved forward to add warning signals to the trail crossing on Parker. They should be installed soon. As the trail system grows, we will continue to watch for opportunities to add signage. In fact, in order to help guide residents to our local parks, the Highway Department made up some directional park signs, and they will install them at designated locations. So thanks to the Highway Department for your help on this. We have been working on the revision of the park's master plan and will continue till early next year until we're finished with that. In closing, I would like to say that we live in a wonderful community. We have much to be thankful for. I'd like to wish the board, mayor, staff, and our residents a very Merry Christmas and a safe holiday. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee DeVivo. Trustee Nemec?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Last night, the Sewer and Water Task Force met, and joining us was a senior representative from Illinois American who shared, of course, their consternation that the water agency had voted to file. We also discussed the rate increases that everyone was notified about, and I believe everyone on Lake Water and Sewer received something in the mail recently explaining the justification for that. If there's a silver lining in any of it, It's the fact that the Commerce Commission reduced the amount of request for the sewer increase, netting the consumers $750,000 less in payment. So they cut it back by $750,000 of what was originally requested. So there's a silver lining to our rate increase. It could have been worse. So we will continue to watch this over the next year and applaud the work that's happening with the water agency. I also have an announcement and a little claim to fame for Homer Glen here too. For the second year in a row, Patrick Ward, who plays senior offensive lineman for Northwestern, was named to the Capital One Academic All-American First Team. Now that's an amazing honor, and we're very, very proud of Patrick, but it also doesn't stop there. Patrick was the finalist for the recent Campbell Award, which is the academic Heisman. He was one of the top 15 players in the country to be nominated for that. Patrick is graduating early. He's a mechanical engineer, graduating early from Northwestern and with a 3.94 average, and will be making his 40th consecutive start for Northwestern at the Gator Bowl on January 1st. So if you're not doing anything January 1st, put on some purple. Let's root for the hometown boy, because I have a feeling we'll probably be seeing more of him. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Trustee Nemick. Trustee Kate Janis?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to announce this past week that we had a groundbreaking ceremony at Victorian Village. I'd like to wish them the best of luck as they progress forward with their construction. As well as this afternoon, we had a ribbon cutting at Old Oak Florists, located right just north of the Dominics. I'd like to wish Christy and Tori Schultz, the new proprietors of the business, much success and best of luck. We had a lot of discussions at CED meeting. Janie Patch joined us. It was her first meeting with us. It was a great meeting. The committee got to know Janie. Janie got to know the committee a little bit better, I believe. A great discussion as we carry forward into 2013, and I look forward to reporting more success stories as we go forward from our committee. And again, I want to say thank you to the leadership on Janie at our meeting. And that's it, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Kate Janis. We'll skip over Trustee Sabo, come back to Trustee Yukich.
Thank you, Mayor. The only report that I have right now is safety meeting met a week and a half ago. The only thing we'd like to make sure everyone knows is keep the speed down. After the snow plows go past and remove the snow from in front of your house, don't shovel it back in the street from your driveway. It just kind of adds a little insult to injury. Other than that, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a very good New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Yukich. Let the record show that Trustee Sabo's here and just in time for her report.
Thank you. Pass this together. Reporting for the Environment Committee. First item of business is Earth Day Arbor Day. The Environment Committee is looking forward to planning the Earth Day Arbor Day Festival for May of 2013. New ideas have been discussed, inquiries have been received from those who wish to participate next year, and additional handmade crafters have been investigated. Lighting ordinance. The Environment Committee has shared a few ideas with the village manager about compliance and related issues with the lighting ordinance and the ability to assist businesses with it when they are interested in remodeling or retrofitting lighting. At this time, the committee is waiting for the village attorney's response to the Environment Committee's ideas and questions, and the attorney is sharing research that has been completed by his firm. Homer Glen Lands Day. The Homer Glen Lands Day photographs from the award ceremony and the tree planting are now all on the village website. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Sabo. Does the treasurer have a report?
Yes, Mayor, I have the treasurer's report of cash and investments at November 30th, 2012. It's the 7th month of fiscal 13. The general fund had cash and investment balances of $6,540,072.12. The motor fuel tax fund had a cash and investment balance of $1,652,971.25. The land acquisition fund had a cash and investment balance of $1,239,834.68. The park fund had a cash and investment balance of $843,759.81. The last fund is the capital project fund. It had a cash and investment balance of $22,470,960.25. 7 months into the year, we're tracking very well, and I'm happy to report. And hopefully, we continue through the end of the year that way. And I'd like to wish the board a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you, John. Okay, does the village clerk have a report?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
How about the village attorney?
No report.
How about any task force chairpersons out there? Okay. Any public safety officials? All right. How about the village manager?
Thank you, Mayor. Just briefly, Director Salamovich just wanted me to let you all know that the pipeline work that's been going on through the community has been suspended now for the holidays. They will begin back up after the holidays. Not sure exactly what date, but when that date becomes readily available, we'll let you know. And then I think, we're kind of excited about 2013. There's been, as the board knows, I've been reporting to you on it, and the public will notice, there's been a pretty big uptick in development meetings lately, both with residential developers and commercial potential shop owners and things of this nature. So we're really very optimistic about 2013 and the future of the village from an economic development standpoint. And also, just because I'm such a proud alumnus, I just have to say that on January 1st, I'd invite you all to join me in watching my Huskies from Northern Illinois take on some team from Florida that I hardly know anything about in the Orange Bowl. So thank you, Merry Christmas, and have a good New Year.
Thank you, Cam. Okay, that concludes reports and communication from the mayor and other officers. Next portion of this meeting would be public comment. Is there anybody? Okay, go ahead, Bob. Name and address for the record. I think I know where you live, I think I know your number, and I definitely know your name.
Bob Smith, 14045 Carson Road, Homer, Glen, Illinois, 60491. First of all, I wish to commend the mayor and his water task force for attempting to lower water rates in Homer Glen. I commend you for trying. However, along with that, I also have major doubts. I'll be the only one that says it, and I can get it in there in a bit. One, no one has determined the cost or acquisition of that system. No one. At least nothing that I've read, and I follow this case very closely. So, what we're attempting to do is reduce the cost of water, when in effect, we really don't know what the cost of water is going to be. Now, I've said this once and I've said it 100 times. I'm from the government, I'm here to help you. I don't believe that. I know all the intentions are good and honorable. However, ladies and gentlemen, and the rest of the water industry board members, they do not know the value that there is. American Water Company will spend millions to defend themselves. Okay? Now, along with that, we're going to spend millions to them. Tell me where the savings will be for the individual homeowner. I don't see it. I'm not too smart, okay? I never finished high school. But the arithmetic don't add up 1 and 1 does not equal 2 in this endeavor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and public comment is closed. Just for the record, Bob, in case you're interested, there is an appraised value, a professional appraised value that you can FOIA, and it'll show you exactly how we came to the numbers that we came to in the offer that we made, okay?
And I just want to,
Go right ahead.
I really think the only people that are gonna make money are the attorneys.
Well, they do a good job at that usually. They're not working for free. But we are doing our best to handle the situation. We promised the people of Homer Glen that we do everything within our power. We are. There's four other communities that believe the same thing we believe. And yes, we do have to pay expenses in order to see this thing through, and we do believe we'll be successful. So thank you for your comments. Okay, the next portion of this meeting is legislation and action items. Is there a motion to approve the attached proclamation in support of National Drunk and Drug Driving Prevention Month, December 2012?
So moved.
First by trustee Yukich,
Second.
second by trustee DeVivo. Any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Kate Janice.
Aye.
Trustee Nemick.
Aye.
Trustee Sable.
Aye.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo.
Aye.
Motion carries. This would be J2. Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 12-052, an ordinance authorizing the execution of an annexation agreement between the Village of Homer Glen, Illinois, and the First Midwest Bank, a successor trustee pursuant to a trustee agreement dated September 18th, 1987, and known as trust number 72-20270.
So moved.
First by trustee K. Janice,
Second.
second by trustee DeVivo. Any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the
Wait,
roll.
Mr. Mayor, I have a...
Oh, go ahead.
I didn't know if there was going to be a report about this or not. I got the revised draft
Okay.
from Carrie, and just had a question. How do you define similarly situated properties?
Well, you would look to the zoning, you would look to the other properties that are attempting to annex or are being annexed, and that's really,
I mean, isn't that pretty much open to interpretation? And
it could be, yes, yes.
Okay. Because I think if we look at this property, and then another property along 159th comes in, and maybe that property has more commercial, would that be considered similar? I'm just concerned about language in an annexation agreement that may lend itself to interpretation along a pretty wide continuum.
Are you suggesting some other type of language?
Well,
We could delete similarly situated, other properties provided, the two words could be deleted if it's problematical. I don't think it's problematical. What it suggests is that properties that are similarly zoned or are seeking to connect in the same way to the sewer system, those are similarly situated. Our concept is that all properties will be treated the same in terms of how we will allocate the cost of construction, installation, and connection to the sanitary sewer line.
well, and I understand that, and I think that's maybe why I just want clarification, because we have in the past annexed properties in where there has been a real potential for sales tax generation, and we knew that up front. And so it was in the best interest of the village to negotiate, that as part of the agreement. If a property comes in that has those features, will this property benefit from that property's attractive position with the village?
I'm not an attorney, but everything, when this project comes forward, eventually it's going to go back in front of you as far as a PUD, and I believe that language there would be interpreted by this project fits or doesn't fit at the time.
But this hasn't anything to do with approving the project. This has to do with whether or not this owner would pay parts of recapture and tap-in, as far as I understand.
I think one of the ways to kind of look at this is they're kind of two separate items. I get exactly what you're talking about. So let's say there's a property that is very prominently placed for economic development. Let's say there's going to be maybe a retail sales tax generating agreement with that property. I think if you think of the sales tax generation agreements completely separate from the sewer line agreements or the water and sewer, as it may be, you could have a sales tax sharing agreement with a property owner in connection with the water and sanitary agreement with one, and not have that same sales tax sharing agreement with another property that wasn't similar situation. So if you kind of think of them separately, I think what you're concerned about is it limiting our potential for development opportunities? Is it limiting? And I'd say if you think of them separately, it really isn't. I think of them separately. They're two separate, totally separate things.
It's a little more than limiting. My concern is...
It's not limiting at all.
Let me just clarify so that
Go ahead,
Carrie,
Trustee
you can...
Nemec.
My concern is that we're agreeing to something that hasn't happened yet. So we don't know what's coming down the pike or what we will want to do, and yet with this language in here, are we saying, we'll agree to this now, but you get to benefit anything that comes forward? And that's my concern.
No, we're saying they would be permitted to connect to the sanitary sewer line and be serviced by the village on the same terms and conditions as other similarly situated properties, provided they first reimburse the village for their portion of the total cost of construction and installation of the sanitary sewer line improvements applicable to the property. So they have to first reimburse the village for the costs applicable to the property. Once that's done, they would then be allowed to connect and be serviced on the same terms as literally anyone else that's connecting and being serviced in the village. And when you say similarly situated, I would presume it's similar zoning, similar types of development. It has nothing whatsoever to do with any kind of agreement we might reach with another owner or developer concerning sales tax.
Okay, so this paragraph has nothing to do with changing cost, recapture, or tap-ins. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. What we're saying is they can connect and be serviced, provided. And then it goes on to say they reimburse for their costs, the portion of the costs of construction applicable to that property. So it has to be read in its entirety. You can't just parse two words. But the owner wanted to know that, hey, if I do this, I want to know that I'm going to be able to connect and be serviced on the same terms as literally anyone else that's like me. Okay, and there's no other way to really define it.
Does that answer your question, Trustee Nemec?
What I was concerned about was if someone else, for some reason that we can't anticipate, negotiates a waiver of recapture or a waiver of tap-ins, but this property owner would not be held, they would still pay recapture and tap-ins regardless.
That's what this says. This says
Okay.
provided they reimburse.
Okay.
All right. Any other comment? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Nemec?
Aye.
Trustee Sabo?
Aye.
Trustee Yukich?
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo?
Aye.
Trustee Kajanis?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. This would be J3. Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 12-053, an ordinance annexing certain territory to the Village of Homer Glen, Illinois, First Midwest Bank as successor trustee pursuant to a trust agreement dated September 18, 1987, and known as Trust Number 72-20270.
So moved.
First by Trustee Kajanis.
Second.
Second by Trustee DeVivo. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Sabo?
Aye.
Trustee Yukich?
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo?
Aye.
Trustee Kajanis?
Aye.
Trustee Nemec?
Aye.
Motion carries. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have to vote in any of this? Okay.
Unless you want to.
Okay. No, it's, as long as we have it done, that's fine. We would be on J4. Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 12-054, an ordinance granting a map amendment amending the zoning classification of certain real property hereinafter legally described and located generally on the north side of 159th Street, approximately 1/4 to 1/2 mile east of Cedar Road, Homer Glen, Illinois, from E1 Single Family Estate Residential District to the C3 General Business District. First Midwest Bank is successor trustee pursuant to a trust agreement dated September 18, 1987, and known as trust number 72-20270.
So moved.
First by trustee Kajanis.
Second.
Second by trustee Yukich. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo.
Aye.
Trustee Kajanis.
Aye.
Trustee Nemick.
Aye.
Trustee Sabo.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations. Okay, we would be on to J5. Is there a motion to approve the attached 2013 meeting calendars for the Village Board, Plan Commission, Village Committees, and Task Force with one correction as shown on the proposed list? The Sewer and Water Task Force will not be meeting on December 23rd as listed, but instead will be meeting December 16th, 2013.
I so moved.
First by trustee Sabo,
Second.
second by trustee DeVivo. Any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee DeVivo.
Aye.
Trustee Kajanis.
Aye.
Trustee Nemick.
Aye.
Trustee Sabo.
Aye.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Motion carries. This would be J6. Is there a motion to approve the amount of $35,873 to be paid to the Northern Will County Water Agency for the Village of Homer Glen's portion of the Northern Will County Water Agency's annual budget?
So moved.
First by trustee DeVivo,
Second.
second by trustee Kajanis. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Kajanis.
Aye.
Trustee Nemick.
Aye.
Trustee Sabo.
Aye.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo.
Aye.
Motion carries. This would be J7. Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 12-055, an ordinance accepting certain public improvements in the Amberfield Townhome subdivision? It is understood that the roadways, which include the pavement, curb, and gutter, are the only public improvements to be accepted by the village at this time. These roads include the following: Sweetwater Drive, Astor Lane, and Glover Lane.
So moved.
First by trustee Yukich, second by trustee Sabo. Any discussion?
Mayor, if I could, just real quick, I just wanted to, in front of the board, thank Michael, Director Salamovich, and HR Green for how quickly they moved. It was one of the and the board for allowing it to happen, one of the fastest road paving projects probably ever. So I really appreciate all Mike's work that he put into it. Just wanted to say that publicly.
I'd agree with you there, and I actually drove out there, and it looks fantastic. It looks great. Okay, any other discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Nemick.
Aye.
Trustee Sabo.
Aye.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo.
Aye.
Trustee Kajanis.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, this would be J8. Is there a motion to approve the amendment to the intergovernmental agreement with Homer Township and Homer Highway Department, the new wording shown in red on the attached draft agreement to include language related to dram shop insurance for the 2013 Homer Community Festival on June 20th through June 23rd, 2012?
So moved.
Wait a second, would that be
That's would be
2013?
2013.
2013, okay.
So
First
moved.
by trustee Yukich,
Second.
second by trustee Sabo. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Sabo.
Aye.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo.
Aye.
Trustee Kajanis.
Aye.
Trustee Nemick.
Aye.
Motion carries. There are no workshop items this evening. Is there any old business? Is there any new business? As previously mentioned, there will be no executive session meeting tonight. So is there a motion to adjourn?
I so moved.
First by trustee Sabo, second by trustee, who was that down there?
Second.
DeVivo. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Meeting adjourned.
I can't believe
Everybody have a nice Christmas.
this was the shortest meeting since 2001.
This has got to be.
What was it? This is.